Shout out to Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment. They're your go-to for short and long-term rentals on forklifts and access machines. Plus, they handle all the servicing, maintenance and delivery too. They also supply portable toilets and showers for events and construction.
Also, if you mention the High Speed Garage podcast when you call, you will get a 10% discount on hire and transport. So for all your equipment and amenity needs, remember Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment. And don't forget the High Speed Garage discount.
Everybody out there, I need to know who wants to go fast? Let's go one Make some noise if you wanna go fast. Speed it up 'cause we wanna go faster. Make some noise if you wanna go faster. Speed it up 'cause we wanna go faster. Make some noise if you wanna go faster.
Welcome back to the High Speed Garage. Another week of us talking some gibberish. Shout out to Elite Forklifts and Access Equipment, Contrast Printing, and Chops Anodizing for keeping this garage open. How yous going, boys? Did you buy chocolates on the way home, Hayden? Or
Yeah, I had to buy some on the way home.
Had some new undies.
No, undies were fine. I went to the toilet beforehand.
so what? You're gonna let us know when? Or are you gonna wait for the sport?
No, mate, I'll keep you in suspense and we'll bring it up in the sport intro.
So Hayden had a fun weekend away at Glen Maggie Gold Cup.
Yeah.
What did you get up to, Joe?
I went to Lake Sinclair for my birthday.
Oh yeah, you got up there a fair bit, eh?
Yeah, normally I only go like once a year, but I've been 3 times this year.
Yeah.
But no, it was just...
Weather good?
Oh, nah. It was. Friday was fucking sensational. Went up early Friday morning. It was a good day. Went to the pub, went back into town for lunch and come back out and got on the beers and went and got firewood and whatnot. And then, well, we were in bed pretty early too, like, I don't know, 10, 11, something like that.
On Friday?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then 4 o'clock in the morning, fucking a windstorm come through and just blew everything to pieces.
Oh yeah.
You and Win get along pretty well at the moment.
Yeah.
Did you have to get up and pack your shit up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Flew out of bed, not knowing what the fuck's going on. James's boat was anchored out there and that was against the shore and everything held up pretty well. Like the awnings, my awning ended up ripped and bent a little bit, but not like bad. And it's old and fucked anyway. Brennan's held up all right, but he caved his in. And then I ended up closing mine in. We had to get James's boat off the bottom, pushed out and around into the bay behind us. That's where the wind was. It was like dead calm over there.
This is like at 4 a.m.
4 a.m. in the morning. Couldn't see. It was
that.
pitch black. Pitch like even James' Milwaukee torch couldn't see nothing.
Yeah.
I got a good O-light torch.
It wasn't raining or anything as well,
No.
just wind.
I don't reckon it was raining. It was sort of raining, but it wasn't too bad if it was raining. And yeah, I was like, holy fuck. So they just went straight back to bed. Got up about 8 o'clock and went, oh yeah, that was fun. And then had the rest of the weekend. It was a bit overcast and rainy.
That was
Saturday.
the only wind. No
Then
wind.
that was it.
Yeah,
It was a little bit windy on Saturday, but enough just to be shitty skiing.
Yeah.
I had to find somewhere to have a ski, but that was about all. And then run the motor control boats again. Me, Brendan and James.
Any carnage?
Yeah.
Yeah, there always is, isn't there? Stupid question, Michael.
Yeah. Mine was running smick, and that didn't have an issue with it. Mine was fucking awesome.
Then someone wiped you out.
Nah, I have it still good.
Oh.
I don't know how, but it's still good. James has rebuilt his, so pulled it all apart, glassed all the bearers back together, glassed the top on it.
Why don't you just buy a new boat? Would have
He's
been
ordered.
easier.
He's ordered one. He just hasn't got it yet. And he obviously hasn't prepped the deck good enough, and there's not much like deck edge left.
Yeah.
So he's had a mad crash. The deck's like duck billed.
No,
Yeah.
shit.
So lucky he had a pool noodle jammed all the way down one side, and a couple others got jammed, so it was still floating.
So the deck like snapped in half. It didn't
No,
completely
just
come
bent.
off.
It sort of just bent it up.
Oh yeah, right.
I think the pool noodle's jammed itself. He must have had a crash and then nosedived.
Yeah.
So it's blown the deck apart, popped a couple of noodles out, but jammed the other ones to the bottom and the top.
Oh yeah.
So that's held it open,
Yeah.
and that's what's kept it floating.
Yeah. Right.
So that was sort of parked up. And then Brendan was out there running around. Oh no, we run them twice, anyways. So the Friday we run them, and we were faster than Brennan. Brennan goes, I can't have this. So he was fucking around all Saturday, changing his trim tabs and doing this and doing that. And then he goes, oh yeah, I'm gonna fuck with it. So he started leaning it out and riching it up and fucked around. Guess what happened?
Toasted it.
Yeah. He was going, "Meow." Oh, it was fucking funny.
Is it because he mucked with the tune
just
up?
mucked
Or
with the tune, yeah.
so he didn't forget to put oil in?
No, because we'll all sort of just share and whoever's fuel
Same
drum was
fuel,
close
yeah,
enough.
yeah,
it
yeah,
was-
right.
Yeah, so that's 2 boats, 2 engines.
That's funny. He can't help himself.
Nah, because I reckon it's probably because we're a bit. I don't even reckon we're that much faster than him. If we were faster,
Yeah,
yeah, it was fucking
Competitive
hilarious.
spirit always comes out in the end.
Yeah.
yeah. Sounds like he needs a bigger engine.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest Omen does. Well, probably not the biggest he does, but the biggest of them ones is Noah's.
Need to make bigger ones then.
And yeah,
When'd you come home?
come home Sunday arvo, or Sunday lunchtime. I think we left up there.
Oh yeah,
We went for a ski. It was perfect mint day Sunday.
yeah. Always
No.
is when you're going home.
No wind. We skied the whole dam. I did a full loop of the whole dam.
Oh yeah.
I think Brennan did sort of half of one, and Brent James did like 3/4. I only skied the full dam because I was wrapped up. Not hanging on to a fucking handle.
Yeah, it's a lot easier when you're wrapped up.
Fucking oath.
Heaps better.
And yeah, so it was a good weekend.
Yeah, right.
What'd you get up to, Mick?
Oh, I did fucking heaps of shit. I've had like the busiest fucking week ever. So I don't even know where to start, to be honest. But so last week, I can't remember, it was Wednesday, Thursday, whatever day it was. Anyway, I've opened my garage door to go to work, and I've got like a panel door, like it's a 5 metre wide panel door. It's not like a roller door. Anyway, when I've lifted it up, they're all plastic hinges on the thing, and one of them's snapped, and I haven't realised, but I've just left and gone to work. And then the missus has come out to shut the garage door and realised the hinge is broken.
Mm-hmm.
So she's fucked around with the remote and got it to shut. It's all good. And then she's forgot to tell me about it, and I don't know where I must have went somewhere and didn't come home till late. And I packed up like all my shit in my shed and everything else, and then come inside and it's like 8:30 or something. She goes, "Oh, by the way, the garage door's fucking broken." And I got the shits. I was like, "Fuck me. Why couldn't I know this earlier? I could have fucking dealt with it." Anyway, I went out there, started trying to fix it, and because I already had the shits, as soon as something didn't go my way, I
broke it more.
fucking cracked it, and I fucking grabbed the door and I yanked the cunt and ripped it out of the fucking
You
ripped out
dickhead.
things, snapped heaps more hinges and kicked it and thought, "Fuck you, you cunt of a door." So then Mal come out and we managed to get it back down so it was shut, and then I just turned the motor off so it couldn't be fucking used. And anyway, I got some new hinges on order, and then they turned up today, and I was putting it together before I come here, and fuck me, what a prick that was, trying to put it all back together, because there's like a little part of the hinge that goes in between the two panels, and because I'd yanked on it, the door was like
Stretched
it was not big enough in that gap to fit the thing in.
Yep.
So as I'm trying to lift it, it was impossible to sort of separate because it's got the big steel cable up the side. That's all sprung loaded to the
Yeah.
top. So I couldn't really separate to get the hinge in. So being the smart person I am, I thought, I'll just loosen off this fucking steel cable.
Oh,
And I thought it's only one side, should be right. The other side will be still holding it. And I'll just stretch the door out a little bit, and then I'll be able to get the hinge in. Well, pew, springs and everything all back to fucking neutral, and I was like, you can't. So then it took me about fucking 3 hours the door's that heavy. I didn't realise the door was that heavy. I could not move the door without any spring help.
Really?
So I could not get it to lift off the fucking
Yeah.
ground.
even a normal roller door, you'll struggle.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, I just could not fucking move it, and I was, for the life of me, I was trying to lift it up just enough to even like get a lever under there, like a crowbar, so I could lift it up, and then potentially get a jack in it, so I could jack it a bit. Because I thought once I could get under it, maybe I could, but no, I couldn't do nothing. So anyway, I've got a couple of long bolts, and I'm winding the spring and then jamming another bolt in the hole and letting it go back against
Yep.
the wall again, and then do the same thing again, wind it round, jam the bolt in, spring against the wall. So I wound it up a fair bit and then put the cables back on, press the remote. This is after I got all the hinges and shit in too. Press the remote to open the door, and it had tried to open it, but there wasn't enough weight helping it.
Oh, yeah.
The spring wasn't tensioned
It
enough.
wasn't tension enough. So I was like, fuck, how am I going to do this? So then I went and lifted the door there, and I was like, oh, righto, it's lighter. I could probably potentially do that now. So I disconnected it from the motor and lifted it. Wasn't enough. I couldn't fucking get it up far enough. Once it ran out of spring tension, then I was screwed. I couldn't fucking move it any further. So I put it back down, wound the spring up a bit more, eventually got it right up like that, but not with the motor. The motor still wouldn't pull it up. And what I ended up doing, I ended up winding it up that tight that when I eventually got it up with the motor couldn't push the fucker back down because I had too much spring on it.
Yeah, right.
So I had too much, and then I'm like, fucking hell, how do you do this? And then I was like, I don't know. And I just, while it was up, I was trying to reach in between the door and everything else and just wind the spring back a little bit. And eventually I found a happy medium, and it sort of works all right. But it's a prick of a design door because the panel doors, because when they open, it's just one big flat thing. And because it's so fucking heavy, there's nothing in the middle to brace it, so it just sags. Which is why the hinges break.
Yes. Yep.
So it's a fucking shit design. I don't even know why they're invented. They're probably fine if they're like a little 3 meter wide one because their doors aren't that heavy to bend in the middle. They're 5 meters wide. It needs like another middle runner or something to help it. I don't know, but yeah. Anyway, that was me fucking shit fight for the start of the week. I just thought it was the missus like stayed right away from me when I carried on and ripped the door off. You should have seen it. The fucking panels were all separated and it's hanging off sideways, and it was pretty funny.
Yeah, it's always it's all well and good when you've got the shits with something, and you think, oh, I'm just going to wreck something here, and and you think, oh, it's going to make me feel better. No, you just feel like a dickhead.
Well, it made me feel better when I actually did it, and then as soon as I realised, oh, fuck that more, now I've got to fix it.
You just feel like a dickhead when you got to fix it.
Yeah, so that was that. And then Friday was obviously Halloween, and the kids wanted to go trick-or-treating, so I was like, yeah, righto. And first off, I thought, well, Mal can take him, because I was just going to go to the Leagues Club and have dinner and a couple of beers, and I thought, well, you guys walk from home to the Leagues Club, and you can trick-or-treat on your way and whatever else. And then it got the better of me. I thought, oh, no, I better go with them. We walked outside, looked at the sky, and went, oh, there's only a tiny black cloud there. The rest of it was sort of blue. So we started walking. We took umbrellas just in case. Started walking, got like round the corner, a couple 100 metres up the road, and then the whole sky just turned grey out of fucking nowhere and just flogged down rain. And I was like, this is so fucked. You couldn't even walk with the umbrella and not get wet. My shoes were soaked standing under an umbrella. I wasn't even walking. Anyway, it was lucky enough that Tracy was coming in to go trick-or-treating with the kids, so she picked us up and took us back to home when we were full fucking rained on. And then I just drove to the pub. Well, actually, we got in the car and I started driving to the pub and it stopped raining. And they're
So you just parked the car then?
Well, the kids said, oh, can we go trick-or-treat now? Stop raining. And I was like, oh, no, ask Mum. And she said, yeah, righto. So I pulled over and let them out. Off they went, and I just kept driving to the pub, and I just sat there and had a couple of drinks while I was waiting for them to rock up. Yeah, we were so fucking drowned anyway. And then Saturday, I was a bit bored at home, so I started working on my boat. Well, I wasn't really bored. I was trying to get my boat ready to potentially run this weekend, hopefully. I've been meaning to move the fin back on it, like the front fin.
The fin under the sail, yeah.
Yeah. So I got under it, and I struggled, like, because my trailer's so low, I struggled to get under there and be able to move around and whatever. So I did that and started undoing the bolts, and then I fucking rounded two of them because I couldn't reach it properly.
Yeah,
and I was like,
head?
you prick, hex head countersunk thing. So
Rose.
I got under there with a Torx bit that was slightly bigger than the Allen head.
Smashed it in, yeah.
Smashed that in. I didn't get it out. I rounded that one fucking worse. So there was only 2 bolts. I got all the rest out. There was 2 bolts. So I jammed the thing in the other one, went under it, and snapped the fucking Torx bit off in the fucking head.
Oh, shit.
So I was like, oh, this has turned into a major fucking disaster.
Hell.
So then I ended up getting the other one out by drilling it. So I just drilled it and drilled the countersunk bit off.
Yep.
And then once I got the fin off, I just put some vice grips on the bit that was still sticking out and unwound
Yeah.
it.
Oh, it's threaded into a
it's
hole.
threaded
It's
into
not.
a plate, yeah.
Yep. Okay.
And then the other one, because it had the Torx bit snapped off in it, I couldn't fucking drill it because the Torx bit's fucking hard.
Really
and
hard.
shit.
Yeah.
Couldn't fucking drill it, so I'm under there with the grinder, just trying not to fuck too much. And I got it to a point, and I thought, it's the last bolt. I'll just wedge something under the fin and just try and snap the bolt off. So I did that. Eventually got the fucking thing off, unwound the things. It was all nice under there. Thought, right, I'll move it back. Can't move the fucking fin.
Trailer's in the way.
Trailer's in the way.
Oh,
Went all that effort,
fuck,
fuck
I
two
never
bolts,
even
spent
thought about
hours
that.
getting the fucking thing out. And because I couldn't work under it too, I ended up getting the fucking shit. So I climbed out and I jacked it up and put it on jack stand. So my trailer's like 500 in the air, just to make it a bit easier. And yeah, got it all the way undone and thought, yep, sweet, now I'll be able to put it on. Got 2 new bolts out, climbed back under there, moved it back, went, oh fuck it, it's the trailer. And I can't even put it over the trailer, so it's between the two fins because it's too far back.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I was like, what a prick. So I ended up just putting it back on in the same fucking spot.
So you're gonna have to take it off and fucking.
Yeah, so I'll probably do that when the engine comes out after this weekend. Hopefully I'll lift the boat off and fix the trailer.
Suspend it in the air.
Yeah, chop the trailer out so I can move the fin.
Mm.
Yeah, that was a fucking shit fight. And then, so in between that as well, so that did take me all day, but I had a little punt day at home because one of the bet naps that I'm in, they had a hosted pot with one of the things, so I chucked me money in there, and they just sort of ask everyone. They put up all the runners for the day. They just pick a spot, so they were at Flemington. They pick a spot. Everyone just they put all the runners in there, and everyone just votes, and whichever one has the most votes, that's what they put their money on. So they worked it out. I think we had $2,000 on each race all day at Flemington. So I got really excited because I was keen for a punt day. So I set Flemington up on my projector in the media room, and I thought I'll bet at Randwick as well because the big dance was on. I think it was the Golden Eagle. The Golden Eagle was on at Randwick, so I thought I'll put that on as well, and I put that on in the lounge room. So I was just bouncing between the two TVs watching horse racing, and I fucking killed it. I think I got 7 out of 9 winners at Flemington.
Yeah, right.
Fuck, that's all right.
I didn't get one at Randwick, and I threatened all day to stop betting at Randwick because the first couple of races, I think because it was raining probably, all the outsiders were winning.
Yep.
Like really far, like
Yeah,
$45 winners, $25 winners. That was like the first 3 races, and I kept saying to me missus, I said, fuck Randwick, I'm not betting there. All the shit ones keep winning. It's too hard to fucking choose. But I kept hanging in there hoping I'd get one. But as it got to the end of the day, it got better because I think I got whatever the one before the Eagle was. I run second in that. I run second in the Eagle as well, which didn't get me anything because I was only betting to win. But yeah, I backed 7 out of 9 winners at Flemington, so I was pretty fucking stoked with that. And then after the race finished, I went to the Bird for dinner with Pugs and
Nice.
Simon Troy and Pete Troy.
Heading out to Pit Town.
Yeah. It's a good little pub, that.
That's a fucking brilliant pub. Good food too.
Yeah.
It's all been upgraded, hasn't it?
I think there's like a new chef in that
It's
there.
a chef, I think that's about
Yeah.
the only thing that's new out
Nice food, but I had Pete said it's his shout, and I was like, oh right, if you're gonna shout, okay. And I said, they asked what are you gonna have, and I said, I'll have this fucking pumpkin and quinoa fucking salad, trying to do like the healthy thing. And Pete just looks at me and goes, fuck off, you don't make friends with salad. And if I'm paying for it, you're definitely not getting a fucking salad. And I was like, fucking hell. Righto. So I got like this grilled lamb cutlet salad. It didn't say salad, but it was like salad. It just had like some bok choy and some green beans and some capsicum and shit and 3 lamb cutlets on it. And that was fucking delicious, eh? Like they chopped all the fat off all the lamb cutlet as well.
Yeah.
So it was literally just the eye still attached to the bone.
Yeah.
Bit of balsamic vinegar. Yeah, it's pretty fucking good. And then Sunday I went out to Dargle because we were planning on cleaning up down the bottom end beach
Oh yeah.
because it hadn't been touched like since the floods started like 5 years ago. So so we got somewhere to use the boat, the ski boat during summer, so save pinching someone else's beach sort of thing. So I went out there and started cleaning some of that shit up.
That's what they call Wayne's World?
Yeah. And Simon was out there testing his boat, and it looked pretty good. So look out at Adelaide.
That's
Simon's on a mission.
next next weekend.
Yeah.
Not this weekend coming, the
No.
weekend after.
Yeah, weekend
Yeah.
after next weekend.
Yeah, so it looked pretty good. And he only tested his second and third motor. So he didn't test his number one.
Didn't test his good one.
But yeah, when we were down cleaning up, there was like obviously heaps of like just shit in there, and there's heaps of reeds there now, so all the shit was caught in the reeds. Anyway, we started pulling all the sticks and shit out and pulling reeds out and whatever. And Tracy found this little blue vial with like a bit of like a sealed thing with a bit of paper in it. And we're like, oh fuck, it's like a little message in a bottle kind of thing. Anyway, we're trying to look at it through the thing, but it was full of water. Well, it might not have been water. I reckon it was like a paper preserving fucking
Okay.
thing because it was a sealed container. And anyway, we're trying to look through it, and we thought, oh, we won't open it now. We'll save it, and we'll open it up when we go up the house and have dinner and whatever. So anyway, we cleaned up the rest of the beach, went up there, had that, and then Lana goes, oh, we're going to undo that thing. And I was like, oh, fuck yeah, let's get it out. And Lana's like trying to read the thing through the bottle before we actually open it because everyone's like peeking whether it's some kind of
Not
disease
wanting to
or
open it
something.
up,
yeah.
Fucking. Anyway, Lana goes, it says fucking geocache. I was like, what the fuck's geocache? And I was like, is that like someone's fucking safety deposit box? Because that'd be sick if we got a code.
Geocaches, yeah.
Anyway, it wasn't that. It wasn't even that exciting. A geocache thing. So we eventually opened it, pulled it out. It's just a long bit of paper that had been folded into heaps of things. And they're meant to be... There's like thousands of them around the whole world.
Mm.
And they're just put in a spot. And I think you can look up where they are and
Oh,
shit.
yeah.
And you can go hiking and whatever. And if you find it, you put your initials and a code or something on there. And you put it back where you found it again.
Yeah.
You don't move it or anything like that. You just put it back there and leave it for someone else to find. Anyway, we didn't think that's where it come from. We didn't think someone had placed it there. We think it's been rocked up by the flood. So it's probably been placed somewhere. And the flood's come up, picked her up, and then dumped her at Dargle. But yeah, so we didn't get any money like I thought we were going to get.
But did you just look up like register where it was? Or?
I didn't. I think Lana said she was going to make like a geocache account and do something with it or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And then
There should be like a bar, or not a barcode, but a number or something, so they know where that was placed.
yeah, well, if
assume.
she looks it up on the line, it probably tells her.
Yeah,
On the line,
Yeah,
are you 50?
yeah, you know what I mean.
yeah.
Search it up.
Oh, shit, we're getting close to 50. Are you 70?
So yeah, that was my fucking busy week.
Yeah, you had a bit on.
Yes, got lots of shit done. Anyway,
Mm.
keen to run me boat this weekend. Hopefully, I
Hopefully.
might be able to let you know if I get a message live while we're recording.
Yeah, copy.
Like I said, you would.
Well, hopefully, if they do, that means I can.
Yeah.
There's a
Approval or
99% chance I
non-approval?
will be racing on the weekend.
But there's also 1% chance you can't.
Yeah. So everyone should come and watch because at the very least, well, I think it will go pretty good, but at the very least it'll be entertaining because I took 2 inches off the prop shaft.
Yeah, he's definitely going to stand up.
All right, let's get into our sport then.
Fucking meow.
No.
Tell us about your spin out, Hayden.
Righto. So
Hopefully everyone's watched the video because it's fucking cracking video.
I can guarantee you every single person listening has watched. There's a few videos that come up. And look, I'll start at the start. I got off early on Friday afternoon and shot down there. The boys had already Matthew and Bretton had already headed down earlier. Took the race boat down there, dropped it off they stayed at Benny Swan's place.
Yep.
Me and Isaac went down there. I left there probably left my place about 3 o'clock.
Fuck, you would have got there pretty late.
Yeah, so I ended up. We had Isaac and my swag in the back of the ute, so we ended up just driving straight to the racetrack. And Paul McNally put out a couple of stretches for us on the ground next to his caravan. So all we did was drove straight to the track, parked, brushed our teeth, went to the toilet, set the swag up, and we're done.
Yep.
Right. So that way, when you get up in the morning, you're not farting around at home and driving in.
Yeah,
and,
you're already there.
yeah,
Shit,
you're like you've sort of saved another 2 hours of your morning, realistically.
Oh, is he that far away, is he?
Oh, he's about 45 minutes away from the track, but you get
Yeah,
up,
oh.
you talk bullshit, you go
Oh,
and stop
yeah,
for
yeah,
a coffee, and
Yeah.
like they weren't in a rush because they'd gotten there about
Yeah.
11 o'clock, something like
Yeah.
that. Yeah, so I got up and I went and
What time did you get down there? Fuck,
got
fair
there at
night.
12:30.
Oh, fuck, that's all right.
Yeah,
Fuck, that's
but see, I'm not towing a race boat, so
Yeah, so you
I
can
was
hoon.
driving to the conditions.
And the conditions were fucking
They
perfect.
were very good conditions. Driving through Canberra, I got behind a one of the you pick your truck, right? So there was trucks running through. They're dawdling 90, 95 k's. So you pass them all.
Yep.
But then I got to one truck who was sitting. I reckon he was sitting maybe 105. He was probably 115 down the hills.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I thought, okay, well, instead of me leading the pack and possibly getting a Roo or a Wombat or something like that,
Yeah, yeah.
if I sit behind the prime
tuck
mover, I sit behind the semi-trailer,
Get dragged along.
well, he'll hit the Roos or the shit like that or whatever, and
That's not always the way it works.
yeah, I know, but it was a better chance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? So I didn't even see a Roo on the way down there. Anyway, so ended up getting to the turn off to Cairn River. Can't remember what Berrildine, I think that I can't remember the name of the town, but you head into dense bushland.
Yeah.
Then it's a winding road. At the end of it, you get to Cairn River. You hook it right and follow it into
Yeah.
Bairnsdale.
Yep.
And then head in from there. So so I pumped it into Cairn River. That was a really good run. I was on my own. Come up to one lesbian Subaru, but I just sort of pumped it past them pretty quick. Though that was probably the only one that I sort of saw.
What car was you in?
I was in the Ranger, Bretton's Black
Oh,
Ranger,
yeah, right.
and then Matt took his new Ranger with the boat on it.
Yep.
So we get down there at 12:30, whatever it was. Got up, did all the breatho and the sign-in shit, and then Bretton and Matt turned up with the race boat. Took it out for one run. It was quite rough, but the boat seemed to handle it all right. It actually felt quite dull, like it felt real flat, like the boat didn't want to sit on top of the water. And I was talking to a few people around me because I'd never done lake racing. I'd run the boat last year on the lake, but it was on the tone as well. Backer's engine hurt itself before we got to race it as well.
Yeah.
So I said, I'm not sure whether I should get the plates lifted or not. And can't remember who said it. Just leave it where it is because obviously the race water will
Yeah.
rough up a
Change,
fair bit.
Yeah.
And in the first race, we went out, you do a sight and lap and then start down the back straight into the first corner. In that race, the boat was extremely lively. Like, remember how the boat was dancey up the top end of the straight? It was exacerbated in that race. So
Yeah,
the
right.
boat was mid-straight. The thing actually kited and landed on the right-hand side. So I had to sort of be real careful on it and back it off a bit.
Yeah.
Come back from that race and I was talking to Ben about, I don't really want to lower the plates, but it's not right. And Ben said, well, what he reckons it was is the outside of the plates are too high. So he dropped that down probably ½ inch on the outsides, both sides, and then levelled it off to the centre plate. And that was when we got into the second race where I had the spin out, but down that chute, the thing felt so much more solid. And you can actually see in the video, like heading down to the first corner, it charged so much harder because it actually sat on top of the water and wasn't rocking around. So it was so much better. Made a significant
Looked
difference.
pretty rocky in the video.
Yeah, the radio
In
made it
the-
look like it was really rocking.
In the one where I spun out,
Yeah.
it didn't feel like it.
Yeah.
The
It
video
was
looks like
significantly better than it was in the first race.
Yeah, right.
And obviously progression over the weekend, it would have gotten even better.
Yeah.
But I didn't give it a chance. So in that race, we went up to the start. It was a bit chaotic because the boat wouldn't friggin' fire on the bank, so I sort of rushed up to the start. And the way they start the race, they actually do they head up to the top corner. Like you come out of the ramp, turn right, and follow it up to the top corner. And they don't give you much of a run up onto the straight. So you turn around your corner, and within 150 metres or something like that, you're at the buoy, and they're just about to drop the flag.
Yeah.
So you're sort of still turning as you're not lining yourself up on the straight. Backer had told me earlier in the day there's like a white post that you've got to line yourself up to line up with your lead-in buoy. Their lead-in buoys are the same colour. They said they were red and orange, but from all the way back the other end, they're two dark coloured buoys.
Yeah.
And
How many boys was the turn?
there was 3 turn buoys,
Oh, yeah.
but I think from the lead in to the lead out was probably like length of winter straight. Yeah, it's not, but they're huge.
Yeah, yeah.
Huge corners down there. Anyway, so I'm following Dennis into the first corner. He's heading towards the centre buoy, so I'm sort of running on his line. Just that's what I've sort of picked. We're both going to the same spot. I've passed him mid-straight, and I'm heading down to the corner. I've settled the boat to go through the corner, and as I've gone past the first buoy, I've sort of then diverted from concentrating on that first buoy to the second buoy. I can't find the bastard, obviously, because I've
Because you just went round.
blown past the lead-in buoy. So as I've come as I've tried to start turning, I've noticed there's no centre
middle.
buoy.
Yeah, yeah.
And I know that Johnny Backer's on the outside of me, and I know he's fast, so he's going to be there. So I'm turning, and I'm backing off, trying to turn it, like trying to slow the boat down, but I've also got to turn it. Ended up hitting the boat, sort of hit sideways on a roller, and it's picked up, and just as it's picked up, it's just started walking on the prop, and it's just gone round and round. Like, it went around hard.
It was pretty funny.
It was quite hard.
Huge.
It was funny watching the video.
Oh, yeah, because you're not paying the bills and you're not the one steering.
How much shit did you bend?
Nothing was bent. Nothing was bent. I've got to go under and crack test everything. But yeah, nothing was bent. Well, it's got pretty good gear underneath it.
Oh, just the way that fucking the force of that, I thought sure would have been.
Yeah,
bent.
yeah, no, nothing was bent. So I come out of the corner knowing that Backer was going to be there. I mid spin, I knew that I needed to sort of drive out of it to at least keep the thing from sinking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm feathering the throttle to drive it out of there. I don't want to bury my foot in the throttle because you don't want to fucking launch the thing. But I'm just trying to drive it out of the hole, and then I get it. Backer and Dennis pass me, so I've sort of just chased them. I wasn't trying to beat anyone because I know I'd spun out. I just left it. I was gonna just finish the race, and then Kimball pulled the red flag, so we pulled up. Kim didn't want me to run the boat because he knew that it had a big spin. He wanted us to run our eyes over the boat before we run it again anyway. Which,
sense.
perfectly agree with that.
Yep.
No problem. Pulled up top corner. I've turned it off. In the video, you can hear that it's starting to run rough down that front chute. I've turned it off, sat there. I've clicked it into neutral, fired it back up again to make sure the engine's clear before I put it back into gear and drive it back to the ramp. Fired it up. It's sat there idling. So I'm just about to turn it back off again, and the thing just turns itself off, which it doesn't ever do. If it's warm, it'll never turn itself off unless I turn it off.
That's weird.
So then I've realised that when I've gone to start it the first time and I've turned it off, all the dashes up saying sensor out of range, which really strange for me. I've never seen that notification, but all the sensors on the dash said sensor out of range. When I've gone to fire it back up again after it's turned itself off, it's gone pop bang. So I've just turned it off and left it. The wave runner was there to tow me back anyway, so I've left that. Towed it back, and I've looked in the boat. It didn't look like there was that much water in it. Brought it back. Bretton said there was a fair bit in there. It was sort of up to sort of nearly touching the coils, which are close to the level on the bearers. I don't think it was even that much, but it could have been. But he also only saw it when it was sitting up on the trailer, so it probably looked like a lot more than when I was looking at it in the river, on the lake. But took it back to the bank, and yeah, the join between the deck and the hull has separated at the back right hand side of the boat.
Don't doubt that.
Yeah, of course. You can actually see in the video when I've taken off out of the corner, out of the spin, water's sort of rushing out from the side of the boat where there's a tank there, like the ballast tank on either side of the engine. So obviously, as it's spun and damaged the hull, pushed the deck up at the gunnel strip, pushed it up, it's forced water into the ballast tank. So as I've taken off, all the water's just rushed out of that ballast tank. I'm going to have to cut a hole. We're going to pull the engine out this weekend, cut a big hole inside the ballast tank, clean it all up, re-glass underneath the deck. We're thinking about maybe doing it upside down, like spin the boat upside down again. I'm not sure. But we'll definitely re-glass that join. There's 2 points that it needs to be done.
Upside down, it's not hard to do while the engine's out.
You reckon do it upside down, or you reckon do it...
If it's easier
upright?
to get in there and do, which it probably would be, because you could stand up inside.
Yeah, that's what I'm sort of thinking.
Yeah.
Like you're using gravity.
Yeah, you could stand
So
up
it sort of
underneath
sits in
Yeah,
there.
it would be easier. I'd just do it.
Yeah, I completely...
While the
agree
engine's
with
already out, that's the hardest part about
It's
turning
easy
the thing
shit
upside down,
after
is getting
that.
an engine out.
Yeah. Realistically, all I need to do is plug up the breather in the gearbox, and the thing can go upside down with the gearbox in it still.
Yeah.
So that's where we're at the moment. We've got to make an access panel there, but while we're doing that, I'll probably cut some holes in the deck as well, put some access panels in there, because I can't even access anything. That whole front deck section is all completely sealed.
Yeah, right.
So I don't
How do you
know.
get your steering checked?
That's all
Oh, it's out, isn't
back
it?
of that.
Yeah, it's at the
So you've got a
yeah.
barrel on the steering shaft, and that goes out through the side of the
That's
cell.
right. Yeah, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and that's all mounted onto the bulkhead. So realistically, I can't see if there's any water in the front of the boat. I don't know what sort of flotation's in the boat. There's a story that it's all milk bottles tied together. I don't know. Are they all tied together and floating there? Are they bolted to the bower? Like, I don't know any of that.
Yeah.
So I'd rather... I've been wanting to open up the front of the deck anyway, so I think we'll just sort of do all that at the same time.
Yeah, might as well.
And each panel will glass a flange in there, so when you want to access it again, you just undo some bolts and you've got the access there. That way you can see everything. I don't want to not know.
Yeah.
I want to find out what I'm working with. But yeah, apart from that, we'll just crack test everything and go from there.
So to cut a long story short, you fucked up.
Yeah.
Oh, I fucked up. I take full
And
responsibility
you had to buy
for it.
some chocolates.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very disappointing. But look, I'm not the first or the last person that's going to spear down on that corner. It's
Probably the biggest one.
I've seen some big ones down there. But yeah, like it's my responsibility. I'm the spacer, and I'm the one that made the mistake. But yeah, look, leave you alone.
Yeah.
No one got hurt, nothing got damaged apart from the boat. That's all my responsibility, and I'm happy. Yeah, I'm happy no one else's gear got hurt.
What else happened down there?
Well, what I was in, that was in the Allen Hall, which is a point scorer over the weekend for the unlimited displacement boats. Dennis Pasala in the always pumping boat, he ended up winning the chocolates on that.
Yeah, right.
Because Brett Ramsey had a breakdown in the first race on the Saturday morning, and John Backer had a breakdown in the first race on the Sunday morning, and always pumping. Dennis just
Ran all weekend.
yeah, just kept on going.
Yeah, that's good. Good to see.
They ran the NDC down there for the hydros. They ran a 1.6 NDC run, and Grant Harrison got that in the 1.6.
How many of them was there?
I think there was about 4 of them. Dewey was down there signing some boobies. You saw he signed Bretton's boob, didn't you?
Yeah, I did see that in the HSG group.
Yeah. And then Kevin McCanish with the Gator Hydro. That's a pretty good looking bit of gear.
Yeah.
The green and yellow in the 5.6 class. Grant Harrison won the GP NDC in the GP1 boat, and then he also went and took out the Glen Maggie Gold Cup as well.
Yeah, cool.
I'll be honest with you, I don't think I really wanted to be out there in the Glen Maggie Gold Cup with my boat anyway. 3 hydros running around in that water would have been a really hard time in a displacement boat.
Yeah, but that's the fun of it.
Yeah.
Oh, man. I think Backer pulled out mid-race because of he was sucking oil lines in. So he's saying that his scavenge lines are starting to break down. So that's a good start for him. Like, he'd sort of done the racing he needed to do. He wasn't going to win the Gold Cup.
Yeah.
So realistically, he found the issue at the right time.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, as I was speaking to him, he's going to end up putting some new hoses all the way through that. He reckons it's about time. And Benny Swan was helping Dan Krusik with the GP47. Does that sound right?
I don't know. Crusader.
Crusader.
Yeah.
He went from struggling to get around the course at Yarrawonga to he was actually going into corners full tilt. So to see the development of that boat was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
Skid fin setup.
Yeah, he changed a lot of the setup and the skid fin and the rudder.
Is that the old Radical Rat boat?
I wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah,
I think. No, Dracula.
Oh, could that be the old Dracula? Dragula.
That's the red and white one.
Yep.
Yeah, that's just what it looks like. Old Dracula boat.
Okay.
Mm,
I should have
thought
asked
it
the
was-
question.
I thought it was Radical Rat, but anyway.
So yeah, it was good to see his progression over the weekend, and obviously being connected with Benny Swan was good to see their
Yeah.
work going well. The 2J boat, that was pretty funny being next to him. Obviously the size of the 21 footer against the 18. Of
Yeah.
the Ramsey is. He just felt like a little mouse out there
Toy.
against some leopards. So
I know that feeling.
yeah, it was. I think it got on top of him on Saturday afternoon. He said it's just way too rough.
Yeah.
Knocked him around a fair bit. Anyway, so that was Glen Maggie, and I loved it. I know I've had some bad luck down there, but yeah, it's such a great venue, great people, and yeah, we'll definitely be back.
Yeah. I wouldn't mind trying to get down there at one point.
Yeah, I reckon your rig would probably enjoy it too.
I'd love all those lake ones, I reckon.
Yep. Right, so did you want to cover the GT4s over at Hampton Downs, Mick?
Yeah, I can cover that, I suppose. It was the final round of the GT series, and one of our friends, Tom Heyman, and his teammate Max, I can't pronounce his last name. They won the championship, so they went into the round leading the championship, not by a lot. So
7
it could have
points
been
it was.
could have been anyone. And in race 1, they were back in the pack a little bit, and they got tagged by what was her name? Zoe Woods. And anyway, I think Tom was in the car. No, but it was Max that was in the car, I think. Yeah, tagged and turned him around, and they ended up dead last from that. Did a fair bit of damage to the car as well. And anyway, they didn't get too many good points in that race because of obviously finishing further back. But the next, like race 2, they were leading that, and Max started in the car. So they do pit stops and change drivers and stuff as well. I think there's a minimum time for a pit stop as well, so there's no rushing or anything in the pits. It's just
I think that's a cool addition because it means that you don't have to have the very best, most expensive pit crew.
And it's probably a safety thing too. Like
Yeah, for
everyone's
sure.
making sure all their belts and shit are done up properly. All that's all done, and yeah.
They're a lot harder to get into than a normal car as well.
Yeah.
But it certainly means you're in and out laps. The most important thing
Yeah,
you
exactly.
can have.
Yeah, so anyway, Max started the car, and then he come into the pits and had a pretty big lead and give the car to Tom with a pretty big lead. And then they got a safety car, which caught up the Medeki car, and for the last few laps, he was like right on Tom's ass trying to push him around the track. and he never got past. He poked his nose up a couple of times, and Tom kept going round, and come across the line like basically together, and Tom ended up winning the whole thing by 1 point.
That's awesome.
So
I love that shit.
yeah, 1 point far out
So if they
over
were,
a whole year.
if they were racing like that, that would have been bloody awesome to watch.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Close
There-
racing's the best.
There was a bit of a downer on it though, because the lady Zoe, she got a bit upset and threatened to quit racing because I think Max got a little bit overwhelmed when she spun him out and went in there and carried on a
copy.
little bit. I don't know whether it was how bad it was or anything like that, but yeah, I just read a little report from, I don't know, Speed Cafe, I think it was, saying that, she got upset and threatened to quit racing over being abused and whatever else. And
Oh, fuck, everyone gets fucking
yeah,
abused
I
when
think it was.
But that's-
It's
that's
just
what
a
I
heat
was-
of the moment thing.
yeah.
It's not a personal attack or anything like that. But he was probably just pissed because like they're in for the championship.
Yeah.
she wasn't, and she's turned him around. So anyway, that's what happened there, and yeah, good result in the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is disappointing seeing people struggle with the negative parts of it. But obviously, when you go racing, whether you're a dude or a chick,
You got to be able to.
you've got to be able to
Have
handle
those big shoulders.
that negative shit because, yeah,
That's-
she didn't mean to do it, but she did it.
Yeah,
And that affected his championship. He's
Yeah.
over there to win a championship.
But-
yeah, he's going to blow up, whether you're a female or a male.
That's
Yeah.
right. If doesn't matter who you are, you're getting
No.
blown up at.
yeah,
Yeah, realistically, she should be proud that she was treated like just another one of the people.
yeah.
Not, I'm not going to blow up at her because she's
Yeah.
a girl.
Yeah.
No, she's just another one of the races.
yeah.
So realistically, I see it as a good thing, not a bad thing.
Yeah. Yeah, no, anyway. Don't want to dwell on the shit stuff. What about Formula One?
Formula E, they're racing in Brazil this week. Oscar's going to kick their ass and Lando's going to back it into a wall.
Hope so.
Yeah, no, that's what's going to happen.
Hopefully
Yeah.
Max takes out Lando and they both go
Yeah,
into the wall.
pirouette in the rain or
Just,
something.
just to make sure that Max doesn't catch up.
Supercars had a week off there in Sandown next weekend as well. Same weekend as Adelaide, as far as I remember.
Yep.
But there's been a little bit of fallout from Gold Coast. So as everyone saw, Richie Stenaway, we spoke about him last week, how he's actually a very good driver. But yeah, he's had a bit of a shit go. But he's decided to walk away from Premier Racing after Gold Coast. So the local bloke, Jaden Ojeda, is going to jump in Richie's seat to
The
finish out the
Juice.
year. The Juice is going to be racing. Now, there was talk that Declan was going to do Adelaide and the Juice was going to do Sandown, but I don't know if Jaden had more folding stuff or Declan wasn't able to get out of contract or
Yep.
something like that, but Jaden's actually got the drive in both races.
Yeah, okay.
So that should give him a fairly decent boost for the next year because he'll sort of finish this year, the last two runs,
Yep.
and not start the next year as a rookie.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he'll still be a rookie, but
yeah. But
it'll help
he knows a bit with the team and
for sure.
yeah.
So I reckon that'll be awesome for Premier Racing. It's very disappointing to see Stenaway out, but
that is what it is.
I was reading a few things through the sites, and they reckon it could happen more and more with the single year contracts. If they're nowhere in the championship,
that's right.
they'll fuck them off.
Yep.
2 or 3 weeks early,
Which
and
is
get
disappointing.
and get the next junior in or whatever, just to give them the heads up of what's going on. And
Well,
how,
the way
how
it
racing's
is now is if you're out of the playoffs, there's
Yeah.
there's
No way.
almost no point you're racing. So teams will get rid of you and get the new guy in early to see how you go.
yeah.
So that means, yeah, Jaden Ojeda and Declan Fraser's definitely in for racing at Premier Racing next year. Unfortunately, we've seen, well, Joel will be pretty happy about this, but Will Davison is out at DJR. He's
Oh, is
finished
he?
up. Yep.
I missed that.
And
ya?
Yeah,
Rylan,
most probably because I had no reception out there.
Rylan Gray, who is leading the Super 2 Championship, he's signed up to replace him.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
right.
So I don't know who's going to be driving the 17. I'd say it'll be Rylan Gray, But yeah, I don't know if they're going to put what's his name, Brody in 17 or Ryland.
Well, that 17 car was never the 17 car anyway.
What do you mean?
They just swapped the numbers around, I think, from what I heard when they started.
Yeah, that's right. But it's more the pomp and bullshit that this is the number 17
Yeah.
car. But yeah, so Roland Gray's going to be jumping out of a Tickford car into a DJR car in time for next year. That'll be pretty cool to see whether he goes all right. Like you see Kai Allen driving for Penrite. He's jumped. He was signed up at DJR, but they didn't want to let Will Davison go last year.
Yep.
And it's bit him in the ass because
Yeah.
Fucking nowhere.
Kai Allen is he's in the points. Like he's in the finals this year.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, neither of the DJR cars are there.
I think that's the car more than anything, because Brody was sort of nowhere for a long time as well.
Yeah, but he was definitely outpacing Davo.
Oh, yeah, 100%, yeah.
I'm disappointed because I was a fan of Will Davo, but yeah, I think you got to get to a point and say, I've had my time. I think Will Davo has, I don't know him, but it just doesn't seem that it's working for him.
I seen him on a podcast the other day. I just seen a clip of it. I forget the name of the podcast. Craig Lowndes and Garth Tander.
It would have been the drivers only thing.
Yeah,
through
that's it. The
Supercars.
drivers only. Yeah, yeah, and he was on there, and they were saying how he's like the one of the cleanest drivers. Never had any red cards or any of those kind of things. No penalties, no fines.
Next race.
And then like the last couple of races, he's just been flogged, and it's like they said he saved it up all for the last minute. Saved it up all till the end.
Yeah. Well, look, it'll be interesting to see because Roland Gray is very fast. He was a wild card early in the year, and he also drove the wild card at Bathurst as well.
Yeah.
So look, I reckon it'll go right. It'll just be interesting to see how they go. On to Penrite Racing, David Couchy. He's leaving Penrite for a Supercars gig. It hasn't been announced, but yeah, that's where the money's at. Alistair McVeigh is going to be taking over David Couchy's position, so he's heading Penrite Racing. And Riccardo Corte from Formula One Ferrari team, he's going to take over Alistair McVeigh's job as Kai Allen's engineer. I think he's actually got a little bit bigger role as well as just engineer. But Riccardo Corte was the data engineer for Lewis Hamilton earlier this year.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
So
okay.
it's not like he was an engineer years ago, like he's
Yeah,
current. So to go from F1 to Supercars paddock, that's probably the freshest F1 jump that we've ever seen as an engineer.
That's pretty
So
cool.
that'll be pretty exciting to see. It, like someone like Kai Allen's very fast.
He'll know how to push that car too.
It'll be awesome to see.
Push the limits of what he's allowed.
Won't that be funny though? Like you've got a bloke from he was an data engineer for Formula One Ferrari team at Albert Park this year.
Yeah.
And then the next year he comes back. He's still at Albert Park, but he's completely different.
Yeah.
He's in the bloody
Yeah.
in the backdrop in the Supercars tents.
Not in the main garage.
Out in the shit kickers area.
He's out in the farm.
Yeah. So it'll be funny to see. I can guarantee you there's going to be so many different stories that all the Supercars journalists are going to do because, like, you were there this year, you're here now. Like, this is going to be sick. You're going to have fat time. Like, he's actually going to be moving to Australia and not travelling the world all the time. I can guarantee travelling the world all the time, racing Formula One, would be awesome to a point. And then you go, I just want to go home.
Yeah, well, you're not really travelling the world either.
No.
You're travelling race team.
You won't see anything. It's not
No.
like you get to see the world. You go from racetrack to racetrack, and that's all you see.
But you also, them guys wouldn't be setting up, so they're only flying in, doing the car and flying home.
Yeah, so I can't see it being that fun. Like, it's... Our job's fun for the first couple of weeks too.
Yeah.
And then it just becomes another job.
Yeah.
So I'd hope that he'll come out here and actually sort of enjoy it because that'd be sick to see someone with a pedigree like that racing for Penrite.
See how good he turns those cars.
Yeah, we'll see if he can get his head around them too.
Yeah,
So we'll go across the NASCAR finale in Phoenix. Denny Hamlin put it on pole. Denny Hamlin was sort of the favourite to get the championship. SVG put it in 31st. In the race, Ryan Blaney got the win. Brad Keselowski got second. Kyle Larson got third. SVG got 24th. So he sort of worked his way forward a little bit. But yeah, he still didn't get the chocolates. Right, so Kyle Larson with 5,034 points got the championship win. Denny Hamlin got 5,031, so he was 3 points behind. Chase Briscoe in 5,019. SVG in... what number was he? SVG was... oh, God damn it, I've stuffed myself up here. Yep, thank you. He was 12th in the championship with 2,211. Now, there's been a lot of talk about Denny Hamlin not getting the win and Kyle Larson getting the win, and there's been heaps of bitching and moaning about the playoff system that they've got over there.
Yeah.
They've done that playoff system for years, so
Yeah.
we can't bitch about it. 'Cause
Well,
this happens all the time.
See, a lot of bitching started from SVG, so they're complaining that SVG had a chance this year.
Yeah,
he
that's
didn't, but he was in the run because he made it to the first round of the finals.
Yeah.
So there's been heaps of complaining, and they want wholesale changes of their final system. It's not going to do a shit of difference if they go back to a full season championship points. Kyle Larson got the most points out of anyone through the whole championship anyway.
Yeah, right.
It's not just in the in the finals that he got it. He actually got more points over the year than Denny Hamlin. Just Denny Hamlin was in a chance because of the finals. Like he was in the top two at the end of the race.
Yeah.
So yeah, it would have been nice to see Denny get his first championship, but it just
Well,
didn't
he
happen.
missed the race this year too, didn't he?
Yeah.
That's right. Didn't even get a start in it.
Yeah.
But even with their championship, it's that much of luck. Like you can go into an oval and some backmarker could just
Take you out.
take you out and you're gone.
Yeah. It's
Like it's just keeping out of the shit basically.
you've got to keep your nose clean.
Like that video that you put in the HSG group the other week of the four
They're
wide stuff.
Yeah, that was mad.
Man, if one of them cars just like clipped at the front,
Oh,
They're
that's
all
why
gone.
everyone.
the whole field's gone, wiped out.
They're all gone.
But you could see people like, what was that, like 5 rows back or 6 rows back or something.
Yeah.
And then the other back markers just kept trailing backwards a little bit further. Like, fuck, we'll drive through this hopefully.
Yeah.
Just wait
They're
for it
going
to
to crash
stack it.
soon.
Carnage is going to happen shortly.
Yeah, so I'm sure Tommy Butlin's going to be pretty happy with that. He's been putting a heap of stuff of King Kyle on the HSG. So pretty cool to see him get his second win.
I'm not a massive fan of Kyle Larson. He obviously knows how to drive a race car, but he also likes to tell everybody he knows how to drive a race car as well, which annoys me.
Unfortunately, that sometimes comes with the scenery. Like you've got if you're the best, you get like you sort of get a big head.
Yeah, you don't have to though.
Yeah.
You see it all
You
the
don't.
time.
You don't have to. You don't have to run around telling everybody how good you are.
Yeah, you do see it all the time though. It's quite common. Anyway, so you want to cover this one, Mick?
MotoGP. There was nothing on this weekend, but next weekend is in Portugal, so I'll try watch it and give you a review. But I do have a bit.
As
of
long as you don't have
news.
to fix your bloody roller door again, because you won't be doing it.
Well, as long as those stupid plastic hinges don't snap, I won't have to fix.
destroy your
No,
weekend.
I swear. I told my missus today. I said, next time that thing fucking shits itself, we're buying a fucking roller door. I'll just fuck the whole thing off, fuck all the brackets off, fuck the motor off, the whole lot, and just get a roller door.
They're easy.
Yeah, well, they just go up and down. There's no bending around corners and weight on shitty plastic hinges.
Well, they bend around a corner. Just keep going around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's some news in MotoGP. I don't know how accurate it is, but there's a chance Suzuki might be coming back in 2027.
That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Bit
that
of
will
Team
be cool.
Yellow.
So Suzuki, they won the World Championship in, this is going to test me memory, I think it was 2020.
Let's test you.
with Joanne Mir,
That's not that long ago, really.
and then they got out in They got out of MotoGP in 2022. I think it was basically for finance reasons, and they were going to start doing investing in like electric technology in their cars and all that sort of stuff. So that they was basically saving money from all the wasting it in MotoGP to make the business a bit nicer. But yeah, it
They've
looks like,
realised that electric was a waste of time.
well, I don't know too much about all that, but yeah, looks like they're going to come back in 2027, which will be pretty cool.
Yeah. So it says here, the Googles says that in 2020, Suzuki secured the team's title for the first time.
Yeah, Joey Mir, that was his. Yeah, I actually thought it was Alex Rins that won the championship, but I was wrong. That was his teammate. But yeah, so hopefully they come back and put on a good show. That'll be nice.
Hell mad.
Get another manufacturer out there.
Yeah. More's better.
It'd be nice.
Always.
I seen Jorge Lorenzo, who was a previous world champion. I can't remember what years he done it, but I think he claims to be the only guy that sort of beat Marquez in his prime, which you'd probably have to agree with. Like when Mark was winning all the championships at Honda, Jorge was on the Yamaha and he did actually beat him, and Rossi was Jorge's teammate in that year that he won that. But he's come out. He's got lots of praise for Marquez. He always reckons he's the best rider that there's ever been, and all the rest of it. And he's basically thrown a challenge to him to say, to make it undoubtable that you are the best rider that there's ever been. He wants him to win the world championship on a third manufacturer because no one else has ever done that.
Wants him to jump off a Ducati onto
There's
something else.
only a handful of people that have done it on two manufacturers.
Yep.
So Mark's done it on the Honda and the Ducati. But yeah, if you could throw in another one in there and win it on three, that's no one else has ever done that. So
what other chance would he have? So he's done it with the what did you do it first
he did
one?
it with the Honda.
Honda.
Yep.
Then Ducati.
Yep.
So what would be a reasonable solution for him to chase a world title?
Maybe
Or-
Suzuki in 27.
You reckon a Suzuki could come in?
Probably not in 27, but at the moment you'd have to say either a KTM or an Aprilia.
So they're close enough to being.
They're
fast.
closer than your Honda and your Yamaha to winning a championship. Yeah.
Yep.
I've seen a couple of things on the KTM Red Bull bike. Well, that might have been old, but saying how good it was at braking and the aero going. I've seen a video of it doing wheel stands over the hill.
Yeah.
They were saying how good it was, and Miller was fucking doing endos with it or something.
Yeah. That's a few years ago. Yeah. Miller rides a Yamaha now, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, he I don't think he didn't spend too long at KTM. I don't know. It might have only been a season, maybe two.
What's that, Miller?
Yeah, Jack Miller. So he was in like basically Marquez's seat at the factory Ducati team, and obviously couldn't string nothing together.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Maybe if Marquez wanted to jump to an Aprilia or a KTM at the moment, I'm sure Honda's slowly getting its way back up there, but it's still a bit of an ask, I think.
It's a big call to go, oh yeah, I'm just going to jump off a very winning bike to go, I might try something else.
Yeah, I don't think he'd do it like next year, but after a couple of years maybe. If he wins another one with Ducati next year, maybe.
How much time's he got?
I don't know. I think he's
He's our age.
mid-30s.
Younger than us.
Yeah,
So he's
30,
old as
36,
shit.
something like that. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully he does. That'll be cool.
Yeah.
All right, that's all the motorsport for the week. Let's get into questions. Do we get any questions this week?
Yeah. I've got two.
Oh, yeah, got them here. All right. I'll play the first one.
Hey guys, thanks for answering the question last week with regard to how do the F1 H2O series get their money. The long and the short of it appears to be outside sponsorship and local government buy-in. So my follow-up question to that is, what do we have to do to get the same buy-in? Because God bless our Formula One or H2O outboard counterparts, you know, the likes of Reese and Craig Bailey and Greg and all them. Bless them, they're awesome, but no one's ever going to convince me they are more exciting to watch than 5-6 blind boats screaming down the straight. Having said that, what do we have to do to get the general public and heavy investor or local government sponsorship buy-in to what we do? I know getting on the air is a good start with the NDC, but we have had that before with the blown lights, and although it was great, it didn't stick. So, we always run the risk of that happening again. What can we do to make it stick and get heavy investor buy-in? Cheers.
That's a good question.
Don't whinge about someone making money. Be a good start.
Well, yeah, that probably is a good start. If someone puts in a lot of effort to do something, they make good money out of it. Let them, because that means they'll keep doing it.
No one works for free.
Well, I don't.
No, I definitely don't.
But I reckon probably to start with, you probably got to run a bit more of a professional race meeting, I guess.
I think a lot of it.
That'll come down to most of it.
Like where we're running, 50 races a day and 10 different classes. I don't think that cuts it for a sponsorship kind of thing. If you had like a one class deal like they do with the F1H2O, I think that would be a much easier sell.
I think they
to
look
a big sponsor or something like that.
They also look at their stuff as exciting because it goes for 45 minutes.
Yeah, well that too.
There's
It's
place
not-
swappers, plus there's crashes most of the time.
Yeah. Well, the crashes, being able to advertise crashes makes motorsport enticing to watch.
Yeah.
Like NASCAR, you watch any ads for NASCAR, it's not, oh, look how fast this car goes around that corner there, that's cool. It's a big smash with about 15 cars and they've slammed into walls and whatever else. There's never the cool part where they just go fast around a corner.
Yeah, we don't want to see people hurt, but we definitely want to see crashes.
No, well, that's where your safety comes into it. So NASCAR's safety is like so good, it's not funny. People have massive wrecks, and they just get out and wave to the crowd and
Yeah,
Keep going.
give someone autographs and shit.
well, that sort of comes to like my thing on the weekend. A couple of people come up to me and said, "Oh, I've got footage of your spin out. I'll send it to you, but I won't post it." And I said, "No, you need to post it. Use that to promote shit.
Yeah, it's an advertising
that
thing.
You can have accidents and come out of things, and we're not hurt. You want to use that as promotion.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
That's what we need to make sure of. If you have a look at boat race or boat accident on YouTube, it'll be a lot of tunnel boats.
Yeah.
And that's not putting shit on tunnel boats, but they've promoted themselves as being able to crash and keep going.
And be sweet, yeah.
Like the drag boats. Man, they haven't raced over in America for 5 or 6 years now.
Yeah.
And they're still getting videos put up on reels. Like random people are putting reels up.
Yeah, yeah.
Going, holy shit, these things are amazing. Well, it's that sort of shit that gets shared.
Yeah. See, the F1H2O, it's its own little thing, and that's all they run. They don't.
It's
There's an F2 World Championship, there's an F4 World Championship, but I don't think they run that. Or if they do, it's not at the same weekend.
No, definitely not. No, the F2s are on their own.
That. So,
and I think it got too hard for the F4, so they're on their own now too.
yeah. And like you just said, Joel, our racing doesn't go for long enough. Like three laps. It's nothing. Our races are one and done on the first lap.
Yeah.
They're full, hard sprint races.
Yeah.
You really need to go to 5 laps. Shorten the track up to 500 metres. Something like
but
that.
you do that, you're never going to have a 21 win.
Well, you
You're
will.
not going to have it.
Yeah, you just make the boat better.
No,
You
the
will.
18s,
You will, 'cause if you
18s
do-
will always outturn a 21. But
Only for the first couple laps until it gets
Yeah,
rough
once
as
it's
fuck.
rough, you'll be right.
You're only talking 5 laps.
Or do 10.
Yeah.
You're not going to.
If you do more laps,
You're not going to have enough fuel, dude.
well, that you've got to make
Go
your
air
engine
fire.
better. Make your engine better. Detune it. It'll slow boats down. Make everything safer.
That's how you've got to be better. Is you've got to be more entertaining. Like, yeah, I get what Tony said. Blown boats are cool and entertaining. They are, because they sound cool.
They're cool because of the noise.
But that's
it.
about it. Their races are boring half the time because you go down the chute and around the corner and that's the boat that's won.
Yeah,
no,
It's not exciting for a crowd. If you like us and you like boat racing, yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. But your average Joe that, likes watching, your supercars or anything like that, they don't get over it. Like, no one goes to the drags. Everyone likes to watch the top fuelers, but only because they go, bang.
Yeah.
Not because they see a side-by-side 3.7 second pass. Because that very
Which is
rarely
free
happens,
hours,
especially in Australia.
Yeah, you reckon everyone's there for the...
If you want to go to
Full
watch the
breakage.
racing at the drags, you'd be watching the pro stock cars.
They're side by side every time, doing the same numbers. 'Cause they're
Yeah,
going
they're
for a number.
super consistent. They're
Yeah.
always side by side at the finish. But anyway. Good question, Tony.
But yeah, there's more. There is more to be done, and you got to not burn the people that are actually putting the effort in. And yeah, if they make a bit of money, good on them. If they're bringing 50% in and take 50%, that's 50% you didn't have.
I
Oh,
think
for sure.
I think it'll only ever work to that standard if you're going to get a massive backer
Yeah, we
for
need
something
we
like
need to
that.
we need to
and
promote
governments
all
to tip
promote
in. I'm not
ourselves.
talking about like your local councils because there's probably a few race meetings that do get supported by the local council, but it's not big money.
No, they're just blowing fences or
And
Waiting a fee.
if they get 10 grand and they split that between all the boats that turn up and there's 50 boats that turn up, not many people get a lot of money out of it. So,
yeah.
but if you had that 10 grand for a race meeting where you only had like 20 boats, that's a different story.
Yeah, it brings back to the few classes, which is
Sometimes
like
less is more.
which is like what Palmer runs. He only runs like 3 classes,
Yeah.
and then you just got more time for sorting your boat out if you have a little bit of an issue.
Everything can run to a schedule as well.
Yeah, all
like
that
we
too.
said
Yeah.
last week. You can't have a schedule with a million races in the day.
Yeah,
there's-
It's
Yeah,
too
over-
hard to follow.
you have 2 breakdowns in 2 back-to-back races. There's fucking 20 minutes gone.
Yeah. And you can have gaps in the day and
Put some on water
Yeah.
stuff. Get some stand-up jet skis doing backflips or
you
something.
also need someone needs to be the person that goes and asks and talks to these people and knows how to talk to these people to ask that stuff. Not your commodores of the clubs and stuff in the APVA. They're too busy trying to run the actual race meeting, not chase down sponsorships and like governments.
You need to find a...
And yet, if a government's going to throw money in, you'd be running somewhere like Sydney Harbour. Because you need
this-
the infrastructure like that around, so there's a shitload of people, restaurants, the economy booms. You can't have it out the back of some small town in a river that's got nothing around it, sort of thing.
Yeah, you got to drive 20 minutes to get a hotel.
Yeah,
No one's going to do it. No normal general public.
no.
Yeah, no,
Well, no government's going to pay for it to be
all
out
that
there.
too, yeah.
They want it somewhere where if you're racing, and it's getting broadcast live like to the world, and the Harbour Bridge and the Opera House is in the background, you probably get the government to pay for something for that.
Yeah.
But how shit is that track going to be?
You got to find a PA person straight out of uni. PR.
Yeah.
Straight out of uni that will work for 2 parts of fuck all. And here you can have 30%
That's their first job, yeah.
30% of whatever you get.
Yeah, well, it's not
Or
necessarily
50%.
just sponsors. Like you said, the F1H2O goes around the world with governments, basically.
Mm-hmm.
There's sponsors that are sponsoring teams,
Yeah.
but that's on their own bat to go and get that. But
that-
trying to
that-
get like some... We can't even get government grants here because our constitution doesn't align with whatever to whatever the Australian head of sport fucking thing is. I can't think of it off the top of my head. But there's talks about changing all that stuff. But
Yeah, right.
whether it happens or not, I don't know. Whether it's even getting worked on or not, I don't know. But it has been talked about. But yeah, we can't even get simple things like grants to, help kids out or
Yeah.
shit like that. Like how, like if you go to your Service New South Wales app, I don't know what it's like in other states, but you can get like a voucher for your kid to go and
Yeah.
try soccer or football or shit. That's like we should be able to get that as well. But we
And
can't.
they-
We can't because our shit doesn't line up with it.
Yeah. Because they get that anyway as well. Like some sporting thing, you got to, here's money from a grant to do a new field or whatever.
Yeah,
the
yeah.
fuck it comes
Or,
down
yeah,
to.
get yourself some training gear. Or,
Yeah.
As long as it's got to be like the next government level up. It can't be councils. It's got to be like state governments at bare minimum.
But you got to be able to show them a product that works well and it's entertaining to watch.
Yeah. Which, hopefully the NDC sort of works towards that.
Yeah.
That's where I was talking about the other week. If that can end up sort of having its own race meeting, not with everybody else, so it's just an NDC round. If you've got 20 boats and you've got 4 heats, there'll be plenty of racing on the water. But then the next
100%.
step after that would be, like you said, Joel, let's shorten tracks up a little bit and do 8-10 laps to make it a bit more exciting. But then you've got to slowly swing people around to that way of racing, slowly change their engines and stuff so they can make that kind of distance and that sort of stuff.
I wonder what it would be like if you were to lean these engines out, pull some boost out of them, and actually make them do 5 laps. I wonder what it'd be like.
Yeah, pull some boost out, knock some comp out, run it on fucking petrol.
Yep.
Just like GN boats in America.
You probably wouldn't use...
They're on petrol, are they?
There's some, well, they'd have to be. They do dock starts and plenty of laps.
Yeah.
If you shorten your track up to, say, 500 metres, you're halving the length of the track already.
Well, you're not really. The tracks aren't fucking a kilometre long.
Well, that's fucking 700, 800.
No, they're not. They're big long ones, maybe.
What's the length of the straight at Windsor?
I reckon 600, maybe.
Yeah, that's what I had in my mind, but I
Yeah.
couldn't think of what it was.
Yeah, most of them be around that. I think the straights at Laidley are only like 500.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think they're maybe even shorter, 450.
Yeah.
And there's 3 of them.
Anyway,
Yeah.
what do you think, Tony? Why don't you tell us what you
Yeah. Don't ask us. We know fuck all.
think? Yeah, we're just self-appointed experts. All right, I'll play the next question. It happens that that's from Tony as well. All right, here we go.
Hey guys, just following on your weight loss journey, which is pretty cool. Keep it up. Good on yous. Just speaking from experience and many conversations with doctors and dietitians, many people tend to migrate to sugar-free drinks and lollies and foods and all that sort of thing. Coke Zero, Diet Coke, Jack Daniel's Zero, Jim Beam Zero, sugar-free lollies. Can I advise you not to do that? If you want a sugar kick, you need to stick to fruit and not fruit juice, fruit only. The reason is the artificial sweeteners in all those things, such as saccharine, aspartame, etc., they are actually 100 to 1,000 times more potent than sugar, and they convince your brain that it is receiving a really strong dose of sugar. Hayden, being a diabetic, may be across this. That then triggers insulin, and insulin makes your body hold on to the energy that it's taking in. You won't burn calories, you won't burn alcohol, you won't burn anything. So, yeah, just a common trap that people losing weight or trying to lose weight fall into is they go for sugar-free. Avoid it. If you need a sugar kick, go to your fruits. On top of that, alcohol. Alcohol, doesn't matter whether you're having low sugar, low carb, whatever, alcohol does the exact same thing. You need to try and avoid alcohol at all costs. Sorry, Joel. Sorry, Hayden. Nudo. Hayden's not much of a drinker, I know that. So, yeah, just a couple of things to think about. Good luck. Keep it up.
Thanks for the advice, Tony.
Thanks. Probably not going to give up beer.
Yeah, look,
That
I
would have been
don't-
nice to know at the start of this, not near the end.
I don't like the information, so that's one point. But I know pretty much everything Tony said. I already sort of knew it, but I'm not smart enough to take my own knowledge. Like here I am looking at a bottle of Coke Zero. Like
Yeah,
I know that it's. I don't drink it. Like I actually physically don't drink it through the day. Like I won't go to the servo and buy a bottle of Coke Zero.
Yeah.
I'll try and buy the what's it called, the mineral waters with that little bit of a flavouring in it.
Yeah.
That's what I've sort of gone to, and I've seen you walk around with a few of them, Mick, as well.
Yeah, I don't generally drink much soft drink anyway.
Try and drink more water as such.
I even before this, I never really drank much soft drink. It was either water or fucking piss.
Mm.
If I drank a soft drink, it was only because I went to KFC or something and I got myself a burger and a meal and whatever, and I feel ripped off if I've got to buy a water.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so you just get, a Pepsi or a Mountain Dew or whatever. But that's the only time I'd probably drink that, unless I'm, drinking Jack Daniels, then obviously I'll mix it with a bit of Coke. But
That's right.
yeah, it's either getting pissed or drinking water. That's all I ever used to do.
And-
And I didn't know that about the no sugar things, but I kind of just in my own common sense brain just thought it can't be good for you if
No.
They're subsidising it somewhere.
if it tastes that close to actual Coke with actual sugar.
What's the
there's
chemicals?
there's something fucked up in there
Yeah, for
that's
sure.
gonna fuck you up. So yeah,
I thought that was more in the diet stuff, all that what Tony was talking about, not so much the no sugar stuff, but obviously
okay.
it's got to be coming out from somewhere.
I did know that about alcohol though. I know it like slows your metabolism right down and all that sort of shit. So it's bad.
Yeah.
Which is why I've been trying not to drink too much through this whole thing.
That 60 beers on the weekend didn't help.
And if I have been having a little bit, I've just been drinking it with soda water.
It was interesting what Tony was saying about the insulin as well. Obviously, being a type 1, I'm on insulin all the time. And I see a fair few posts, like being part of diabetes pages. They say that diabetics have a lot more trouble losing weight than non-diabetics because of the insulin you're taking.
Yeah.
I didn't know that it actually suppressed your body from actually burning
Yeah,
shit as
right.
well, which is something I need to sort of think about more as well. But yeah, I can't blame my lack of weight loss on that. Like, I'm not exercising. I've certainly cleaned up my diet 100%
Yeah.
because I always had like a chocolate bar, or you'd go, I can feel my sugar dropping, so I'll go and I've got like pre-packaged lollies to bring my sugar level back up again.
Yeah.
And you'd sort of eat 2 instead of 1,
Yeah.
that sort of thing. So I'm not doing any of that now. And now that I've cleaned my diet up, I'm not, my spikes, my sugar spikes up are nowhere near as bad because I'm not having that large amount of carbs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I certainly should be riding the bike or something like that. I've got a push bike that's perfectly fine at home. And I look at it all the friggin' time and I don't use it. So it's my fault.
It's getting more and more looked at.
Yeah. No, well, I had it outside making sure that I jumped on of an afternoon, and all that happened was all the gel out of the seat it just blew out and
Melted.
it's got melted gel down the side of the friggin' seat. So now I've got to buy a new seat as well. But yeah, look, I've really needed to go jump on the push bike for an hour or 2 of a morning or night time.
Yeah.
But like, it's all well and good to say, yes, that's what I want to do. But when you've actually got to sit your ass on that seat and go and ride,
You just got to make
and down the
yourself
road.
do it.
Yeah.
it's that's what it is. You've
just gotta
got
make
to push
yourself
yourself
do
to do it.
When Tony said there, like I probably don't eat too much sugar, really. Anyway, obviously there's sugar in sort of everything, but I wouldn't say I eat shitloads of it. And like Tony said, if you're feeling like some sugar, eat some fruit instead of lollies or something like
Yeah.
that. But I'm like such a child when it comes to fruit, eh?
Fuck,
I love a
fruit.
good
Fuck,
a good
fruit.
apple.
Yeah, I do too. I like apple, but I'm such a child. It's got to be cut into fucking segments.
So
I won't eat around the core.
So on top of what Tony was saying, do you know why fruit is better than fruit juice?
I'm assuming
Because it's
fruit
got
juice
natural
has got
sugars,
all-
not fucking artificial
No.
sugars.
Like if you juice an apple, or if you eat an apple, your blood sugar spikes. Like, you guys aren't diabetic, but you definitely have blood sugar spikes. We all do, but your body will actually bring your blood sugar down naturally through your pancreas creating insulin. Insulin grabs onto the sugar cells, and then that's the way that your body transfers energy around your body.
Yeah.
Your blood transfers energy around your body. Well, if you eat an apple, it's also got the fiber in that apple that means that your body doesn't break it down really fast. And then
Oh yeah.
your body
Yeah,
breaks
right.
it down and then sends the sugar into your bloodstream.
Yeah, so you're not
If you-
juicing the fibres.
If you juice it, you get rid of that fiber body,
Yeah.
Yeah.
right? So then it
So the
turns
juice probably
into
gives you like a burst of energy.
exactly right.
For
So
a
it's
short period.
so
Yeah.
you fill your blood up with this really concentrated amount of sugar, and your body struggles to get rid of that sugar. So then it turns into fat. Your
Yeah.
body stores
Yeah,
that
righto.
sugar as fat.
That
So
makes
that's
sense.
that's why the apple is so much better than the apple juice.
Yeah.
Even I'm not talking about the apple juice in the bottle at the shop.
Yeah.
'cause that's
Yeah,
all.
like
That's,
juicing a fresh apple. Yeah.
the ones in the bottle are significantly more sweet because they actually
Yeah.
add sugar to it
Yeah, yeah.
because they're dickheads. But yeah, like if you go to like a juice bar and get a freshly juiced apple,
Yeah.
it will spike your sugar a lot faster.
Yeah. Right. Okay.
And yeah, everyone, whether they're diabetic or not, does have sugar spikes, but your body can get rid of it
Yeah.
faster as a standard diabetic, because
Yeah.
as a standard human without diabetes and a working pancreas. So yeah, that's where they say sugar is bad for bad for fat, because if you've got excess sugar in your bloodstream, the only way for to get rid of it is to store it as fat.
Yeah. Okay.
And there it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Talking about diets, let's get into the
Let's go
slim
see
down.
who's fat.
Step it up, slim it down. It's the Garage Slim Down.
The Slim Down's brought to you by Chops Anodizing. Call him up if you want your aluminium parts to look nice and shiny and beautiful colours. What do we got, boys?
97.
Hayden is 97, so you've gone up 100 grams. Well, at least you're not massive.
I'm not gaining weight, but I've actually not lost weight for the past 3 weeks.
What's Joel got? 92 on the dot. I reckon I wouldn't have changed much this week. I actually had a whole fucking pizza for dinner last night.
Jesus.
Fucking hell.
Like,
As well
I'm
as
not-
a couple of wild turkey long necks.
I'm not having feeds like this. Like, I am literally eating well all week. And I'm not losing, and this prick keeps on losing weight.
He's cheating, I'm telling you.
Yeah, we just don't know how.
I could be doing better. I've had a fair bit of carbs.
That just changed the last second.
Yeah. Joel, can you please confirm this?
It was 92.5 when I got on.
So, Joel's saying 94 point... Would you say 94.8? 94.8. I like that number. So what's it now?
I think that one I haven't.
What'd you say?
I'd be towing it.
92.7.
So I'm still going down, even though I ate a whole.
Yeah, you're an arsey prick. You're doing
Yeah,
something.
you got taking tablets.
Yeah, well, you can also go and have the
No,
fucking lap
the
band
story
surgery if you
was
want.
the story was
No one's stopping you from going to
No
get your guts
artificial
tied.
no
help.
drugs.
No drugs.
Yeah,
It's not a drug. Just get your stomach tied. Just a simple operation.
It is only keyhole.
Yeah, so off you go. He's got a couple of weeks to catch it. So I'm only 700 grams heavier than you, Joe.
Yeah.
And I've got a shit in the bank. I've wanted to do it since I got here.
Yeah, I haven't done one yet this afternoon.
Copy.
I'm catching
Oh,
Joel.
I went down still. That's all right.
Yeah, I'm going to take you right over.
I have to get serious.
All right, we've got another little. It's a new segment, and we're calling it the Woo Woo. Get into it, Hayden. Tell us your woo woo.
Well, we've seen a little bit more about the 31 Atlas. Is that what we called it? 31 Atlas, yeah. 31/Atlas. We don't know. I'm going to post this up on Friday morning so you guys can all see what's going on. Before the show, we've all had a chat. I reckon it's looking like something, but we just can't work out what it is. There's 2 photos here. The second one looks like it's completely built by AI.
So it's just come back out again now because when we first brought it up a little while ago, its trajectory was going behind the sun. So that's why we haven't seen it for a little bit because obviously we can't see behind the sun. And now it's come back out the other side. But the weird thing about it apparently is you know how comets have like tails and stuff behind them?
Yes.
Well, this doesn't have a tail behind it. But
it
has
like
one in
it's-
front of it. It has something in front of it.
Oh, so it's
Apparently.
heading to the left on the screen.
Well, this is Well, I don't know. This is just what I've heard on when people talk about it on radios and whatever else.
I
Because
love
that
this
left
shit.
photo doesn't have a tail at all.
Nah, so that don't even bother looking at that photo because if that is actually what you could see, everyone would know that is not a comet. It is a dead set spaceship.
Yeah.
But there's also doors and solar panels and fucking lights, and there's a Jupiter in the background with no rings.
Well, that's AI, that photo.
Yeah, so that photo is a joke. But the one next to it there, I'm assuming that's
The one
what
on the
they
left
can
that
sort
looks-
of see all
yeah.
zoomed in. It's all a bit blurred.
Yeah, but it
and
hasn't
whatever
got a
else.
tail at all, either side.
Nah. But yeah, and it's gone pretty close to the sun. So if it's gone, obviously it can handle a bit of heat if it's getting pretty close to the sun.
Yeah, well, it's gone back there to charge because of all the solar panels on it.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting to see who comes out of it.
I said last time, I welcome our new leaders.
Yeah.
That's what's coming.
well,
Haydens out there. Ask him, yeah, I'm ready.
I said they're already here. I think they're like the ones that are already here, like the worms and shit in the ground that have got no eyes and the centipedes. And
Yeah,
all
they're
that.
waiting for their
They're
for their
waiting
mates
for
to come back.
Yeah, they were planted here, so they could keep track of us whether we're going to fuck the planet or not. And apparently we're fucking it.
Yep.
Like we're burning too much coal and shit apparently. So yeah, we're fucking the whole planet. So they're coming back to stop us from fucking
Yeah,
the planet.
they're going to come fix it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I got
They're
told.
going to
anyway.
give us some alien technology to fix the issues. Well, they've got to come and see what we did with the pyramids after they left.
Yeah, and they'll realise that we fucked them.
We just started searching them.
We buried some people in there and used them as graves.
Yeah, so I'm it's definitely something that interests me with this Atlas thing. I reckon it's pretty cool.
Just while we're talking about other weird news, it's not really woo-woo news, but you heard like a couple of weeks ago that the Louvre in France got broken into.
Yeah, that was last week, wasn't it?
Yeah, and they stole all the gems and all that sort of shit.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, apparently they've
They found him.
they've caught them, and they've ruled out it's an inside job, and everyone's been going like, fuck off, as if it's not an inside job. They did it super easy, got away, but what they've found out now is like the password. I don't know whether it's to get into the room where these things are or to get to like backstage fucking things or whatever it is, but the password is Louvre.
Well, you know what? I still couldn't get in there because I couldn't spell it.
Yeah. Well, that's a good point.
But how retarded do you have to be?
Yeah, but who would think it'd be easy?
For any average Joe would just try that.
You probably would. Yeah.
Could you imagine the
If you could
feeling
spell
when
it.
you just go,
How dumb.
"Oh, this will be funny." Oh
Yeah.
shit!
Well, it's like when you get your mate's phone and he's got a passcode on it.
Yeah,
and
straight
you
for your
don't know
birthday.
it. The first thing is, let's
1,
try
2,
their
3,
birthdays.
4 or double
Oh,
O,
let's
double
try
O.
their passcode. Their postcode. Well, let's try their address. Or you think of something that. So Louvre would make perfectly good sense to type in first. And apparently, it's because they have a high turnover of staff, and they got to keep remembering it, so they made it easy.
Real fucking easy.
Fucking dopes.
Oh,
They got caught
far
pretty
out.
easy for some stupid reason too, didn't they?
Yeah, I don't know.
I remember seeing something. They caught them because they were being stupid or did something. I can't remember.
No good.
All right, you haven't got any woo woo, Joel?
No, I didn't have reception for 3 days.
All right. The pit crew posts. Plenty of stuff going on in there. Lots of stuff about Hayden doing some loop de loops. It's pretty funny.
Yeah. There's been a couple of posts like that. I was speaking of Bailey Canara from down at Glen Maggie. He does a lot of the posts for them, and that video, as I was saying, like just go for it and use it for promotion. 154,000 times it's been seen.
Yeah, right.
That's less than a week.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah. But that's what we need. Like,
Probably
yeah,
should have made a reel and put it on our socials so we could get those views.
yeah, I know. But look, it's the club that's getting
Yeah.
stuff like. Yeah, I need to promote our stuff as well, but it wasn't my footage.
Yeah.
But that's the sort of shit that we need to be showing people this sport is getting on the reels.
Yeah.
That's people that have found it.
All right. Anyone not in the HSG pit crew group? What the fuck are you doing? Get in there and have a look at it. Check it out. Post some shit in there. Ask some questions in there. Do whatever. We'll approve pretty much anything.
Yeah.
Facebook might not, but we will.
We've approved everything. Facebook just denied one.
It wasn't in the pit crew, but did you boys have a bet on the Melbourne Cup at all?
No, I stayed
Yeah.
away from it.
Did you?
I had Buckaroo, Goody Two Shoes, and Maiden.
Oh, yeah. Buckaroo run dead last.
Yep.
He was a bit fucked up, I think.
Was he?
I think so.
That was the winner. Was a bit fucked up with blood mouth.
Yeah, no, I think something went wrong with fucking Buckaroo too. That's why he ended up out the back.
Yeah. Back in probably in a hole by now.
I had a good win. I backed the winner. I was fucking cheering. I was at home looking for mates to go to the pub, and everyone was working, so I was like, oh, I'll just go on my own. But instead of dropping my car there, I walked there, to lose a little bit of weight. Walked all the way down to Lee's Club. Had a couple of drinks while I was there, put a few bets on. So I backed that half yours
Oh, did you?
on the Saturday after when I had my punt day, because they did the barrier draw after
Oh, yeah.
the derby at Flemington.
Yep.
And as soon as I seen the barrier draw, I was like, oh yeah, I'll back Jamie Carr or Jamie Mellum.
Where'd she jump out of?
8, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty
Yeah, 8 or 9. I can't remember. But yeah, I thought I'll back that. So I put $10 on straight away on the Saturday.
Yep.
And then I started second guessing myself because she'd won the Caulfield Cup. And for horses to do the double is pretty rare.
Yeah.
There's only 12 other horses, I think, that have done it. And so I started second guessing myself. So I went, oh, no.
You didn't remove it, did you?
I didn't remove it. I left. Well, I don't think you
can't.
can once you put the bet on.
Good.
The bet's
Yeah.
on, like on your Ned's app or whatever. So yeah, I put that on, and then I started reading. I got a bit more into it, and I found another one that I liked, which also happened to have a girl riding it, which I didn't really know, but it sort of seemed alright. So it was paying pretty big odds, so I only put $5 on that. It ended up running 5th, but I didn't put any more on that because everything that I was listening to and hearing, no one ever spoke about it. No one said anything good, but no one said
Yeah.
anything shit either. So I was like, it's probably no good, so don't bother. And it turns out it wasn't. Well, it was okay. It ran 5th, but didn't win. But then I went down to the pub and I put $50 in the tab machine there, and just got 4 $5 mystery trifectas because Melbourne Cup's so hard to pick. That's like the easiest way to do it.
Yep.
Just throw your money in, let it tell you what you got, and just random
Deal
lucky
with it.
lucky dip. So anyway, I still had a $30 voucher, and right before the race started, I went, fuck it. I first thought of half yours, so I just went straight at the machine, put the other $30 on half
Yep.
yours, and bam, she run home good.
Bang
so
on.
yeah,
You got to clean up a bit.
yeah, I won. So I think I won obviously a little bit on me thing. I was only like $85 or something on my app because I only had the $10 on it. But at the pub, I think I got $2.55.
Yeah, that's not
I
bad.
think that's what it was. So anyway, I was a 15th off fucking $7.5 grand.
Oh shit!
So I put $10 on, and I picked 8 horses to be in the top 10.
Mhm.
I got 7 of them in there, and the one that missed out ran 13th. I was like, you prick. Why
Just
couldn't you just run just a little bit better?
a little bit. Oh, far out.
Anyway, that would have been nice. $7.5 grand off 10.
Fucking oath.
That's a lot of money
But anyway, all my winnings I won, I've spent it already.
As
on
you
the
do.
boat.
I walked from because I walked to the Lees Club. I walked from the Lees Club straight across to the butcher's and
Yeah.
give him all my winnings and walked home with some meat, which I'm
So-
hopefully going to cook some on the weekend.
They had a couple of new workers in that butcher shop too.
I don't. They were still the same ones when I went there. I
Oh,
got
yeah.
another new hot sauce from there that I'm going to try.
Oh yeah.
He
So
rated it. So.
To get from the Leagues Club across to the Butchers, is that like just walk through the bush?
no,
No,
there's
it's a
like a
little
laneway
laneway.
the whole
It's
way.
a lane way. Okay.
Yeah, so I bought you know how he does his cattleman cutlets,
Yeah.
and he's got them they're all together, and you just cut off what you want.
Yep.
Well, I got him to cut me 3,
In the rack.
but leave them all as 3.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have a go at cutting them. I said, one day I'll buy that whole thing off you and do the whole thing, but I've got to get confident in doing it first. So I'm confident in cooking, like, the steaks on their own, like, making them pretty good. But now I'm going to have a go at trying to cook 3 together. It'd be, I don't know, 1.5 kilos of fucking
Oh, easy. Yeah.
thing. I got some nacho
If not-
cheese
if not
sausages, some,
Oh, they sound good.
some
I
lamb
didn't
kebabs.
see them. nacho cheese.
Yeah. I hadn't had them before and they were new, so I was like, I'll give it a run.
I was in there on Wednesday, I think. I got called in there Wednesday afternoon to grab some sausages to go away
Oh, yeah.
and some other bits and pieces.
Did you see any of the, I think, like, cheesy garlic chicken rolls or twists or something? Did you see them?
No, I didn't.
I haven't seen them before, so I got some of them. They look.
They changed it up a fair bit in
I
there.
think it was like a bit of chicken, like with some shit on the outside. It had some green shit on it, whatever, and then it's like wrapped in bacon with like a bit of butter and cheese on the top of it. So it looks like you just throw it in the oven and it comes out as a mad thing. But
like one of their chicken surprises.
kind of like that, but no pastry.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got a couple of rumps, and you can't go to the butcher's and spend like just $50. You got to go and spend 300, and then go home with it.
Yeah.
And actually, I because I still had some left, and it was my brother-in-law's birthday yesterday. I went to and he didn't want to do anything. He didn't want to go for dinner. Didn't want to do nothing. Just wanted to sit at home and be gay.
Standard.
I went to the bakery and bought a birthday cake, and we all rocked up at his house with a birthday cake and candles, and yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, all right. Let's get into meme of the week.
Do a bit of memeage.
All right, I'll play mine first because mine's very funny.
Michael, do you feel like it's difficult understanding what a woman wants?
Not at all. I think it's quite simple. It's comparative to trying to figure out what color the letter 7 smells like.
Do you know what
those
colour
two,
the
they're
letter 7
funny
smells
as.
like?
Those two are bloody good.
All right. Here is Haydens one.
I just asked the lady in 12C if she would switch seats with me because I'm traveling with my family, and she was super rude and said no, which is just really selfish and inconsiderate because now I have to spend the rest of this flight sitting next to my family.
That's pretty funny.
Fucking escape.
All right. We'll get into Joel's got one too.
Yeah, it's there.
Where's the
Lucky.
cheering? You!
I won last week too.
Yeah, lucky.
2 in a row.
Yeah, you'll owe us money if you don't have them. All right, here's Joel's.
But I want to say one thing in all seriousness. I feel sorry for you people that don't drink. I mean it, because when you wake up in the morning, that's as good as you're going to feel all day.
Kaz off the back of Tony's playing really well.
That's as good as you're going to feel all day. Well, that's not necessarily true. Everyone feels like shit when they first wake up. You get better by about lunch.
Yeah. Struggle street.
And then if you start to drink, you get better and better. And especially if you do drink, the day after when you wake up in the morning, you feel pretty fucked.
And you get really good by the afternoon.
How good is the feeling of the first beer of an afternoon, though?
Oh, I don't know. I don't like beer.
First bourbon, then.
I think I had 3 on Monday just because it was hot and I was here.
Like, just on your own, it doesn't hit the same.
Yeah, it does. Only occasionally, but
I had the whiskey dries down the pub. They're on tap. They're fucking beautiful.
Yeah, they'd be good.
Yeah.
I do love a good dry mix.
All right, we'll finish up this one for the week. If you've got any questions or you want to send anything in via the memo.fm link, that would be cool because we like playing your voices on here as well.
We've had one each week since it started.
Yeah,
And I reckon that's bloody cool.
it is good.
Mm.
More would be nice. They don't have to be questions, whatever you feel like. Tell us how dumb we are or tell us how we can do better. Tell us what you don't like about the show. Or what's your best bit? What's your favourite part? The link for that's in the show notes, obviously, and it's at the top of the Facebook page. If you don't want to use that thing, but we recommend you do, you can email us on thehightspeedgarage@gmail.com.
High Speed Garage, the High Speed Garage podcast @gmail.com.
Oh, yeah, I forgot the podcast.
it's written in front of you.
the High Speed Garage Podcast at gmail.com. All right, don't forget the socials as well, YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. Like, share, subscribe. See yous later.
Have a good weekend.